Hey friends, it's Quenby, the Grateful Queen here on YouTube. Welcome back. It's Friday. Tell me in the chat if you're feeling Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I guess I'm feeling like major Friday vibes because here in Northern California, it must be 70 degrees. I'm in a t-shirt. So I opened up all the windows in the house. I'm letting the air in. It makes me feel like I want to get out a little bit. So happy Friday. Happy spring to all of you. I'm so glad you're here. I see friends starting to come in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, this is a Friday night live. I call it Reseller Community Night. Resellers get together and talk about reselling online 2021. We share tons of tips and tricks for selling online. We ask questions. We just have a great time. So make sure to introduce yourself in the chat. If you're in the chat, please give me a check-in about your week in reselling. What's going on for you? What's selling? Are you motivated and are you listing? Are you getting a bunch of spring and summer stuff up? Are you in a total rut? Are sales slow or are sales going great? Give me a check-in about your week. I don't have too much planned for tonight. I want to report back some new information I got on our conversation from last week about selling fakes and having people's accounts in trouble on Poshmark. I got a little more info on that, so remind me to share it. I have been participating all week in a reseller listing challenge. Has anyone ever done anything like that? Let me know in the chat. There's a bunch of us doing it. I was invited on Instagram. There's maybe, 15 people. And we worked all week on a listing challenge. We set a listing goal for ourselves. I've never really done that before. I've never held myself accountable in that particular way and had a group to do it with. So I've been making a vlog video about it all week. That'll be out Monday evening. So I'm going to come and say hi in the chat. So make sure to give me a check-in. What are we talking about in the world of reselling right now? Barbara Babash was here first. She says, good evening also. Good to see you, Barbara. What's happening with you? How are things where you are? Shell Zoo Gifts. Michelle's Closet is here. Look at her picture says, she believed she could, so she did. I love that. I love that. Alana is here saying, hello, early bird. Sometimes people show up in the chat a few minutes early just to say hi and check in and kind of settle in, which is really nice. I love that. And then when I come on, it's not just an empty screen. I see a few comments, so I appreciate it. Jacob is here. I love when Jacob's here. Hello, Quenby and friends. Happy Friday. What's going on in your world, Jacob? How is your Death Mountain pile? That was part of the idea with this listing challenge I've been participating in is like, get rid of your death pile. I don't mind personally having a death pile. What do you guys think about that? I mean, I like having inventory because I'm a part-time reseller. I'm a full-time psychotherapist. I'm a mom of a 9-year-old. I balance a lot. I can't go out sourcing every week. I wish I could. Sometimes I haven't been to the thrift stores hardly at all in 2020, but I really like having stuff available to me to list when I have a day where I can take pictures or whatever. So I'm okay with a death pile, but certain things end up in a death pile for me. That's one of the things I talk about in my vlog video that'll come out Monday. Antique Boutique says, hey y'all, it's Friday, cooking burgers and dogs. What's it like in Texas? I mean, you guys have had such crazy weather. Are you outside on a barbecue or how are you doing it? That sounds really good right now, actually. I should have had a snack, but Beth's here. Hi, everyone. So I got top-rated seller status on eBay. Yay, yay, yay. That's awesome, Babette. And I found new Jimmy Choos for $2 in little old Central Pavilion. Oh, no, not new. You mean new? Like not pre-owned? Okay, I need to know what they look like. In case anyone's in the dark, Jimmy Choos is a very high-end luxury designer shoe brand. I need to know more about that. And congratulations, Babette is new to eBay. I've been selling on eBay for 10 years. I'm always pushing eBay. It's a big platform, a big marketplace. So I'm always trying to encourage people to sell on eBay if maybe they're just on Posh or Mercari. And I know eBay can be intimidating. I have a ton of videos for beginners on the channel, how to ship, how to list, what to do about negative feedback, what to do about returns. So I want people to feel like they can do it. And I think that's awesome. And Babette's someone who's taken it on. Goddess Threads is here saying, happy Quenby. Oh my gosh, she's got like all sorts of fun little emojis there. I wonder if Torvald will come up tonight. He's here, very busy watching his own YouTube. Hi, beautiful people, living for naps. Stephanie is with us and Veronica's here. Yay, she's made it. It was 78 here today. I know, it's like, can you guys just feel it? Like spring fever. Maybe more people are going to be cleaning out their closets. A lot of people are like, oh, change the weather. I didn't wear this sweater or this jacket or these jeans at all. They want to get their spring stuff out. They want to get their dresses. I pulled out my sandals and wore them out to dinner with Peter last night. I mean, and it is a good time if you are out there sourcing to shop off season. Do any of you guys do that? Like everyone else is going to start looking when the weather warms up for spring stuff. So that means there could be a lot of great jackets and things. All right, what else is happening? Mo is here from Albuquerque. Good evening, everybody. Good evening and great to see you. And Lindsay's made it. How is you and your boyfriend and the doggy dogs? She's got a cute little dog. Okay, got his threads. I said hi to him, Barbara, and living for naps. And oh, Beth Tillman made it in. She's saying hi to Leslie. Is Leslie here? I miss Leslie. I bailed on Clubhouse today. I got home and dog was barking. I was going to comment on ThriftCon Miami in February 2020, smaller than yours. I don't know what that is. Is there something called ThriftCon in Miami? I need to know about it. I can't get on Clubhouse because at this time it is still for iPhone users. So, Bora Bora Jen is here. My death pile is terrifying. I'll never let it get like this again. I'm telling you, I think most of us have been there. Accountability is great. You should take a picture of it and post it on Insta and be like, hey, I'm going to work on this. Katrin 17M, my death pile is my leftovers from my bulk buys. They are fine items. They just don't excite me. I think that's a really good point. Let me know in the comments now, in the chat, what ends up in your death pile and why. I think it's extremely important as a reseller and a business to know, because it's not the same for all of us. For example, for me, it's shoes. Shoes end up in my death pile because they need extra cleaning, and then sometimes after cleaning, polishing, and then photos I do differently. So it's like, you need to know what gets in your way so that you can make arrangements for it. It is Leslie. Happy Friday, Quimby and friends. Leslie, I've been missing you. Just not seeing you on YouTube quite as much. I know you've been in the middle of a move. Leslie has also been doing sales on Instagram, which is something I do not know a lot about, but I think it's a really good thing that we could all learn from. The ways to use social media to grow your business, to market your business. YouTube is one way, but Instagram's another. You can advertise things you're selling or things you're doing. Hey, Sarah Lee, you can have a sale on Instagram. And Deborah's here. Hi, friends. Such a short time between Fridays. Did it go by quick for you this week? Torvald went away to Santa Cruz with his dad, so I had a few solid days. That was pretty good. Bora Bora Jen says, I'm drinking Malibu and cranberry and loving it. Oh, that sounds like refreshing. Okay, someone was having some trouble and you guys were helping out. Let's see what else. I just want to make sure I said hi to most people. Veronica said, I'm in Amber's listing challenge group. I just have a hard time squeezing it in most times. You know, that's part of the problem. I have it in here somewhere. I created just a little simple document that helps me track what I've listed. That was like a lifesaver this week to cross off everyone that I've done. I found to hold myself accountable, I had to put 10 items a day was my goal, put them out, cross them off, and look all the time, where am I at? Oh gosh, I only got 5 so far today. I think we have to find a way to hold ourselves accountable and know what's getting in our way. It's like knowledge is power in that way. Hey, Donna Lee Hayes, great to see you. Thanks for coming in. And Barbara's here. I don't mind shoes. Those career pants don't motivate me. I know. You know what I get a ton of too? Skirts, like career skirts, like Ann Taylor straight career skirt, loft career skirt. And I cannot sell those very well. I get them like in mystery boxes. I don't go out looking for dress pants to sell. Do you guys? I get them like I get them in mystery boxes. Oh my gosh, I just got the best call a couple hours ago, friends, from my friend Valerie, who lives, I used to work with her at hospice. She's cleaning out her closet. Do I want to come over and pick up several boxes of her clothes? Yes, please. Has that ever happened to you? That never happens to me. You would think reselling all this time, and I've got friends who have a great fashion sense, who have great wardrobes, and it's like, I would love to like get their extras, but I don't really want to ask people. And I'm just so appreciative when someone gives you stuff. Have you guys had that? Hey, Roxy's here. Roxy, how'd you get here? Roxy Reruns. I changed my channel's name. It used to be Foxy Roxy. I like Roxy Reruns because it's kind of like a play on reselling and like thrifted items, right? And resale. I think that's great. Roxy has been in nursing school. She's just working so hard. She's so awesome. So I'm so glad you made it. Okay, there's lots going on. I just want to make sure I've said hi, Katrin and Babette and Jen and Goddess Threads. Leslie says, I just came back from ThriftCon in Atlanta. I was on vacation last week. ThriftCon was a vintage live sale with vendors. I met so many friends from Instagram and Clubhouse last week in Atlanta. That's awesome. That is so great. I'd never even heard of that. And so it was live. You guys, I think by like, maybe not this summer, but by the fall, what do you guys think about when there's going to be like meetups and eBay Open and Posh Fest and thrifting meetups and all that? I think more and more people are getting vaccinated. I go for my second vaccine on Tuesday, and Peter had his today. So it's like, okay, it's giving me a lot of hope. How are you guys doing with all that? Beth says, ThriftCon goes from city to city. Was just Atlanta, and Leslie went. It's a bunch of vendors, a lot of streetwear vintage. Wow. I know Leslie's been getting into vintage. Hey, Lori Richardson. Hi, Quenby and friends. I'm taking photos and listening. That is so smart. Take the photos or list or do whatever, or just chill wherever you're at. That's good. Okay, Lindsay, Leo, our Frenchie, is doing well. I don't know a lot about all the different dogs. My sister has little pugs, and I just have seen pictures of Leo, Lindsay's Frenchie, on Instagram, and he is pretty cute. Okay, Julie Gardner made it, saying TGIF. I know, I'm feeling the TGIF this week. Hello, everyone. Julie, tell us a little bit more about you. Where do you sell? How long have you been selling? Where are you in the country? It's always good to remind people because, you know, there's a lot of names in here. There's a lot of people. It's great to get a refresher. Deb is here saying hi to Barbara, so that's great. Hi all, says Deb. Babette said, I sold a career dress that I've had for a year. Time to list them. I have heard some inklings, like on Instagram and stuff, of dresses and things starting to sell. I think actually now that I've sold a couple this week, and you know what's starting to sell for me? Linen pants. I put a video out last week all about selling boho, lag and look type stuff. Linen is, I start just getting as much linen as I can, wide leg pants, tunics, you know, anything linen for spring and summer. It's like one of my best selling things. Emily Sophia Lynn, I live in Wisconsin and it's still 30 degrees. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Here I am in my t-shirt going on, assuming most people are starting to feel spring, and it's still 30 degrees. I'm so sorry. You might need a vacay. Okay, just checking to see what's going on here. Yeah, death. Dress career pants. Yeah, I have no... Do career pants really sell, says Barbara. Do you guys sell career pants? I've heard people say, oh, I buy these career pants from Express because people look for them. You know, this isn't a video that's coming out Sunday. I did a little bit of a dive into my data and analytics, looking at what's really selling for me, like what are consistent brands that are selling. That video will be out on Sunday. And Theory made it on my like a brand to watch list. But when you're asking, does career stuff really sell? So not much. But if it's Theory brand, really expensive brand, that career stuff, I can sell pants. Hey, Brittany, all bossed up. Hello, everyone, says Brittany. So good to see you. Glad you're here. Let me get on down here and see what I'm missing. Just flipping through. Remind us where you are, and is it like nice where you guys are? Bora Bora Jen, I hate listing bags. I have 2 huge boxes of really good bags just sitting here. Why? Why do you hate listing bags? I mean, I have things like that too. There are things that I like to list and things I don't. Like shoes. I always talk to you guys about shoes. Love the profits, but I'm like, and I don't know, when I'm photographing them, I'm like, wow, these pictures look really nice on my white background. It's a little satisfying, but the shoes are also different. It's just different than listing, like, I'm so fast with tops or something. And then shoes, I'm trying to figure out how to store the shoes in a good way and ship them in a good way. But bags have been easier, but I guess they're similar to shoes. They always need to be washed. What is it for you guys that you have that is hard to list? And does anyone have any tips on that? Like, is there anyone in the chat who likes selling handbags and has some good tips for like how to get motivated around it? Someone's saying hi to Kelly Schaffner, but I haven't seen. Oh, there she is. Kelly Schaffner. Did you guys see the video Kelly and I put out this week? Was that just this week? Time is going fast. Kelly Schaffner and I did a box exchange, an inventory box exchange. It was so fun. It was just so fun to receive a box from Kelly. Thank you so much, Kelly. I love everything you sent. And we sent each other the bags that you guys voted on when we did that Thredup handbag unboxing. So that was just such a fun. Go definitely watch that video, you guys, after this. Super fun. Sandy's Vintage Home Decor and Treasures. Are you wearing a fantastic hat in that picture, Sandy? I'm impatient. I want both of my platforms, my YouTube channel, my eBay to hurry up and grow. I just need to keep going. Hopefully it will be able to grow. You know, I think you're 100% correct. It is patience. I don't know how long you've been doing these things. It takes time. It takes patience. I can talk about YouTube if anyone's interested. I mean, I'm very slowly growing, but it's growth. I'm moving in the right direction. I think growing on YouTube is totally different in my mind than like growing on eBay or growing on Etsy or whatever platform you're on. But yeah, Katrin says we all need a vacation. And James says, I sold an Anne Fontaine blouse. That just sounds so nice. Beautiful career wear. Listing the linen too. Yeah, I think it depends on the career wear too. Donna says, I tried to get a denim Goodwill blue box at 6, but I never got a chance to buy a box. They were gone in 2 minutes. They must not have many boxes. That is interesting, Donna, about the denim, because that's usually the only one I've been able to get. If anyone is not aware, Goodwill has something called Goodwill Blue Box. You can Google it. They're mystery boxes. They're less expensive than some of the other boxes like Thredup. They're hit and miss. Some people have got great boxes and love them. So I took a break from them just because I have not been getting good boxes. But I was always able to get the denim. Like, that was what was left. But it's true. They come out at 6 p.m. I think it's 3 Eastern. And they usually sell out really quick. You have to be like, they're ready to pay. You know, that's so annoying though. Deborah said career pieces are starting to move for me. What have you sold in career? That'd be really good to know. Lori said, Quimby, tell us about your yard sailing fun last weekend. I'm so glad you asked. Hey, Restyle Secrets. I see you. So last weekend, I just put it on Instagram. Are you guys following me on Instagram? That's the Grateful Queen. I'd love to see you over there. I get to post more frequently than I do YouTube, just little updates. So last week, Peter Torvald and I went yard sailing. I got a bunch of vintage and antique stuff from my house. I can take pictures. I'll show it to you. I got like a vintage toolbox color, and it's in that like Parisian blue. So cute. I put white pictures in it. But at one yard sale, they had clothes, tons of clothes they were moving. Not really great stuff, but and she said $1 each. I'm like, oh my God, I never find anything cheap here in Sonoma County, California. So I filled a bag. I got 13 items. She's like, how about $8? I'm like, okay. And there's one Bolo brand in there, and then a couple other really good pieces, couple free people pieces. So I'll do a real quick YouTube haul. But we might go yard selling tomorrow. So that would be great. Alana says, can't get my vaccine until April 7th. That's when all age groups are eligible here. Hey, that's amazing. Wow. Can't get that's amazing that all age groups, I haven't heard anything like that here. Heidi from Restyle Secrets is with us. It's not my birthday. It was a couple weeks ago. Did I put like the wrong thumbnail up? Maybe I put it's possible I put the birthday live thumbnail up. And if I did, I apologize. It wouldn't surprise me if I did something like that. Barbara said, I thought about posting them for $10 a pair and pray they sell and never buy career pants again. You could. Are you on eBay? You could like put them on auction. I think this year, though, I would say don't write off all career wear. I think this year, because who's going to the office? Many fewer people. So, like, I haven't worn career pants. And normally, like, if I go as a therapist, I go into the different schools a couple days a week to, I won't get into detail, but I see some kids that couldn't ever get to therapy if somebody didn't go to them because their families are so, what we call like low functioning. They wouldn't be able to set up an appointment, bring them to my office. So I go see them at school, and I would wear more career pants. I would either wear a really nice pair of jeans or like a pair of black trousers, but I haven't put a pair of trousers on in a year. I wear yoga leggings. I put a top on when I'm seeing therapy clients, a blouse, and then I wear my leggings. I hope I'm not alone. So I think a lot of people are just not wearing their career wear, but it'll probably come back. Alana says, I got a huge bag from someone who cleaned out their closet, mall brands, but selling really well. I'll take mall brands. Give me some bread and butter brands. That's what sells, and I am really happy. Really, that's just, especially 2020, Jen says, I got lucky and grabbed a DIY Thredup box. Was that today? Oh, shoot. And was it more expensive? The DIY designer, because the last time I got it, it was 7 items for $90. And if you guys saw that video, I got Manolo Blahnik sandals that I finally got listed today. They're amazing. Size 39 if anyone's interested. Brown leather gladiator Manolo Blahnik sandals. I got a pair of Prada jeans. I got that Burberry coat sold in a few days for $150. So I would get a designer box, but I believe they're more expensive now. Let me know in the chat. We've talked about it, but I want to see what's actually happening. Yeah, Donna says, I would buy a designer box from Thredup, but the price is too much for me. Sandy, I'm waiting for my 25-piece women's clothing and the scarf box from Thredup. Hey, I've sort of scoffed at the scarf box, but people have done really well with scarf boxes. My friend Leslie, Reseller's Passion, has gotten like designer scarves. So I opened and recorded today a Thredup women's rescue box. I haven't got that one in a while because I've been focused on shoes. It might be my best box ever. You guys will have to let me know. It won't come out till next week or whatever. I haven't even edited it yet. I was like, oh my goodness, thank you, Thredup. I got designer stuff. I got Lululemon. Probably one of the best boxes of I always get pretty good women's boxes. I'm happy, but some are like great. This was like excellent. So I'm so excited to share that one with you guys. Hey, Zoe. Hey, everyone. Actually having a drink at a friend's house, so I can't join tonight, but see everyone next week. Oh my God, I love you. I love you, Zoe. You mean your friends don't want to sit and talk about buying pre-owned stuff and cleaning shoes and and design, pants and all that? Mommy's Gone Shopping. Is that not the best name? Hi, my first time getting here for a live. I got a Goodwill jewelry box today. My first time ordering a blue box. Hope it's good. Tell us a little bit about you, Mommy's Gone Shopping. What is your first name? Where are you in the country? What are you selling? I have heard people talking about those Goodwill jewelry boxes. I don't know if Leslie's still here. She's probably super busy in and out, but she got a watch box. I haven't got a jewelry box in a long time, but I heard those Goodwill blue box ones are hard to get. So I have done better myself The best jewelry boxes I've purchased for reselling and for myself were from ShopGoodwill.com. That is Goodwill's online store, and they do lots, and they have so many of them, and they're cheap. I mean, cheap for what you get. The jewelry on. Have you guys been sourcing on ShopGoodwill.com? Why or why not? And do you guys sell jewelry? Julie Gardner says, I live near Davenport, Iowa, and I started selling on eBay, LVF Mom, and Poshmark, Jules Closet, last May. Okay, cool. Jules Closet on Poshmark. That's awesome. Welcome. We are so glad to have you. You will make so many friends in the chat. Ask any questions you have, any concerns. There's so many experienced resellers in the chat. If you're watching the replay, make sure you have subscribed and like the video, please. Veronica said, I got a decent women's clothing blue box this week. Oh my gosh, what was in there? Let's see. Heidi's talking to Kelly saying, hang them on the wall and use a double stick tape to arrange the legs better. What could they be talking about? Let me go up here because now I'm like, the legs. Is it pants? What's she talking about? Oh, here we go. Okay, I've solved it. Yeah. Kelly says, I don't like to photograph jumpsuits. They never look like jumpsuits in my pics. That is a really good point. I know. Maxi dresses, but jumpsuits because you want to see the legs. So then the tip was arrange the legs and put a little tape. That's amazing. And the other reason I don't end up, I have a handful of jumpsuits, rompers and jumpsuits. If you don't know, rompers when it's shorts, jumpsuits all the way down, one piece. Very hard to go to the bathroom in, especially in like a public restroom. But I list everything batches. So like I photograph in batches. So I might take all my pants on one day and do like 50 pairs of pants or all my tops. And I only ever have a few jumpsuits. So they end up just like not getting listed. So that's a bit of a problem. But they sell when I get them listed. Donna said, I buy my jeans at the bins for $1.29 a pound. That is awesome. $1.29 a pound at the Goodwill outlet bins. Wow. Mine is still closed as far as I know. I'm just going to keep calling every week because more things have opened up. Just in the past couple of weeks, indoor dining has opened up. They can only have a certain number of people, but Peter and I went out last night. We were like, needed a date night. And it's the first time we've been in an inside restaurant. Everyone was spaced out and still masks and all that. Super safe. But it was indoor. I haven't eaten indoor in like a year. So weird. Heidi says, only pants I sell are high-waisted trousers. Yeah. Michelle says, I worked in the office today trying to make room for another CIAO. Is it chow order? And bin saw need more work. Has anyone else tried that? Is it chow? Am I saying that right? Or ciao? It must be chow, right? CIAO. I've not tried them. Maybe I should try them. What's your experience? Is that Torvald? Oh, it's Peter. I'm okay. I think you can leave the door open. It's just Torvald's computer was a little loud, babe. What are we doing about dinner? Okay. All right, let's see. Veronica said, I picked up a ton of jeans today. LOL. Can't help it. My jeans have been selling great. I mean, my jean bins are like down low. Roxy says, I don't care for jeans. And Donna says, I love selling jeans. See, this is so great. It's like everyone has a little bit of a different niche. And it's like, okay, someone can sell jeans if they love selling jeans. I love selling jeans because they're so easy for me. It's like so easy to photograph, so easy to list and measure and just, fold up and put in my inventory. I just feel like they're so easy. And I can just, when I do all jeans, like when I photograph 20 pairs of jeans, it just goes so quick. Do you guys do that? Alana says, pant and skirt suits, hard to photograph, and white stuff. I still have a really hard time with white stuff too, because I take my photos on a white wall on a wooden hanger, and it's just hard to get a nice clear background. You can use an app. I just don't want to take the time to take my photos and then put them in an app. So I just go with it. But Jen says, I don't like photographing bags. They take a lot of time, in my opinion. Yeah, it is probably a little bit more. time. Barbara says, I won 2 Cartier sterling cat with blue orb paperweight, and I'm hoping to make about $800 profit for both. Wow. What do you mean you won them? Like, did you bid on them, or was it like how'd you win them? I've never had anything Cartier. Nothing legit. Okay, Katrin says what's selling is Nike, Adidas, Lululemon, and Under Armour still. I am like almost out of athletic wear. Fitness, athletic wear. I've never sold so much. I think a lot of people are working out at home in their home gyms. You know, it's just like I've sold so much athletic wear. I wish I could buy just athletic wear. That would be great. Like that, I bought from B&G Trading Company a lot of Free People Movement. So it's kind of like athletic wear. That sold pretty well. I only got 10 items because it was quite expensive. I think my cost of goods ended up being like $15. I kept 3 pieces and I've sold 4 pieces, I think. So I just have a couple pieces left. I didn't sell it quite as high. I thought I might be able to get like 50 or 45. It's sold for more like 35, 38, but that's okay. I made a little profit, kept some myself, and moved it along. All right, let me see what's happening down here. Joe said, I found a very unique jean, handmade in Germany. It will take time to find a buyer, but such kind brand, so psyched. Wow. One of the things I was talking about recently, I don't have any experience with that. That's awesome. I've done really well. The best sellers that I had this year, like my highest selling items for like $150, were men's Japanese jeans. So I've got a handful. I've found a handful this year, and they have sold really well. Japanese skinny men's jeans. They're usually either distressed, they're super skinny leg, different brands too, but they say made or designed in Japan. But I've never found German jeans. Emily Sophia Lynn, how are you guys if you are using the video feature on Poshmark? Do you think it's beneficial? Yeah, we were talking about that last week too, Emily. You know, I've heard different things. I have not tried to use it. If I decide to use the video feature, I'll have to figure it out because I list everything on eBay first and then I cross-post to Poshmark. So how will I do that? And I usually send things to my VA to get listed, to get the listings built. So I'm just sort of hanging out and waiting to see how it goes and if it becomes necessary, if everyone's doing it or how they're doing it. But what do you guys think? Who's doing it? I'd love to hear more about that too. Donna says black items are hard to photograph. Pictures show every fiber on them. Oh, I know. And then they look almost like linty. It's like, I swear they look really good. Yeah, you have to adjust. Like I usually turn the, I brighten it and then I turn like the contrast way up. And Jen says, I use black background for white items. That is so smart. What do you do flat lays though? Because that'd be easier to switch out. Like I'd have to, how do you do it? How do you do the black? I think that's really smart. Alana said, I use a darker background for whites and lights. So how are you guys doing that? That's really smart. I've thought about it. I'm like, obviously for whites, I need a dark background, but I haven't figured out an easy way to have a dark background because I do mine, like I said, on a white wall. I just found flat lays to be kind of hard on my body, like bending down and moving things around. I'm like, oh no, it takes me so much longer. Sarah Lee is saying, I have a collection of vintage scarves, but I thought I would try a box. Yeah, Sarah Lee has really beautiful vintage stuff. Mommy's gone shopping. Hi, I'm Tonya from Wisconsin. I've been reselling on eBay for 7 years and Poshmark for about 6 months. Are you cross-posting? Are you using a software or anything? I use Vendoo. I love it. I have a 20% off discount link in the description if anyone wants to try it out. Lori said, I'd love to see a video of your yard sale haul, Quimby. I would love to make one. Like one of the things I talk about as a challenge for me because of where I live is that thrift stores are extremely expensive. In 2020, because I'm in a city, so much was closed down. I've ordered almost all my inventory online. So yard sales could be a godsend. Like it's a way to get inventory inexpensive. But the thing is, it's time consuming, so we have to like doing it. I enjoy it. You know, we drive around in the truck and we stop and we talk to people. So, but it's not the best use of your time, because sometimes I can go to like 5 yard sales and find nothing and then hit one good one. But I like doing it. It's a way to get out into the community, and it's a way to potentially get inventory for your reselling business really cheap. I mean, usually like the cheapest. I can't get anything here for $1. If my bins would open up again, they've been closed over a year, then maybe I could. But that has not been an option for me in such a long time. Barbara said, my Goodwill jewelry box was pretty bad. I will only list 3 things. Yeah, I've had that too. You guys know, it's like I do so many unboxings on my YouTube channel. It's a way I've been getting my inventory this whole year, but I always try and say, they're not all good. You're going to get a dud every once in a while, and it hurts. It's like kind of you feel like you wasted your money, or it's like, oh, other people are getting great boxes and I got this crappy box. It's hard. So I just try and manage my expectations. I know I'm going to get a crappy box every once in a while, but most of them are really good. Most of them I make money on. But for me, I've gotten, how do I say this? The proportion of bad boxes that I've gotten from Goodwill Blue Box is so much higher than the number of bad boxes I've got from Thredup, that it just seems easier and better for me to get from Thredup. That said, I know many people have got great boxes from Blue Box. So I'm not like saying don't buy a Blue Box. My experience has told me, though, my boxes from Jomar are so much better. My boxes from Thredup are so much better that I just don't, at this time, I'm not wasting my time with Blue Box. Julie Gardner says, I've been buying Thredup Rescues and Goodwill Blue Boxes, but I'm going to move in another direction by sourcing at thrift stores and picking my own items, getting items for a higher resale value. That's a great idea. I mean, there are so many different reselling business models. Some people are quick flippers. They just bread and butter, move this stuff, get it cheap. Some people say, hey, I want to sell higher end items. I'm willing to pay up for them because I can list less items, fewer items, but get more for them. So it's less work. And there are pros and cons to both models. I can really see the benefits and the drawbacks for both models. One of the challenges is for some people where they live, it's very hard to find higher end items that they can sell for more. So it depends where you live, what's available to you. Don't compare to anybody else because you don't know what their situation is. You don't know what's available to them. You don't know what they're doing. Kelly said, I turned the sound off, but you can speak if you like. I must have missed something up there. Beth Tillman says, yard sales are the best sourcing for me, but I get about 50% non-clothing items. Okay, so are you selling home goods and stuff? And where do you sell those? And what sort of stuff are you trying to get? I've always wanted to do like a home goods because I love like vintage and antique stuff. That's what I get for my house. I just love it so much. I'm like, can I take on another marketplace? I'm not sure. Donna says, Vendu has helped me so much. Oh, total game changer. I love Vendu. I am working on a video. I'm not going to go into it too much because I'm still in the research phase, but I'm working on a video. I found another Chrome extension software that has a lot of potential. I'm super excited about it, so I'm learning it now. And if I find that I think it's really good, I will review it and do a video about it. So, but Vendu, love Vendu. Kelly said, I have put video in my newest shoe listings. I haven't noticed extra interest. I'm having a hard time keeping the video under 15 seconds. I don't know if I'll continue it. That's really good feedback. Yeah, I haven't even tried it out because I'm just like, I'm not sure. And it's like, what do you guys think? Like, are there certain items that it would benefit more? And what's a 15-second video? I'm trying to think, in what way would that help with some of the items? I'm thinking handbags maybe could be good because you could show the size on you, like maybe put it on and just move around. I think people have a hard time with handbags determining what the size of it is. Mo said, I have a Todd's purse, not sure if it's real. We need to talk about selling knockoff brands. That was what our show was about last week. You might want to go back, Mo, and check that out. And just to report back, if you were here last week and I shared the letter that one of our viewers received from Poshmark, they took down all her listings and they took down her listings and sent her a letter that said, Prada contacted us and they believe that you're trying to sell a fake. We have to remove your listing. She pursued it more, and it turns out, have you guys seen people do this on Poshmark where they have their photo and then they have like on the side in white, with black lettering, the name brand, and then the name brand's logo. So it would say like, it'd be a picture of a Prada dress, and down the side it would say Prada, and then there'd be a Prada logo. That was the problem. So the problem was she was using the logo photo in her main photo. In certain brands, that's not allowed. That's what she said. She sent me a whole letter about it. I don't know what you guys think about that. Lori said, I did my first video on a listing last week for a top that had tiers of fringe on it. Yeah, I could see, did you like swing the fringe? I could see that being awesome. Oh, Beth said, I have a black foam core board from Walmart. Oh, because that's how I take my shoes and that's how I take my handbags, on a white foam board. So I guess I could just get a black one, but then it's like, what do you do if it's a dress? I guess a flat lay. I don't know. Alana said, I would like to see a listing with a video. If anybody has, put your closet in the chat. If you have a listing up on Poshmark with a video in it and you want to let us see it. Oh, there's my mom, Grateful Babette. Lots of technical good info tonight. Very different every week. Exciting that things keep changing. That is true. You never know what we are going to talk about in this chat. We're going to talk about whatever people want to talk about. Babette said, I need to get some of that black fabric. Good idea. I'm thinking about it too now. Beth Tillman said, I'm still selling winter jackets and vests. Why are folks buying them now? But hey, happy to sell them. Okay, like I live in Northern California. I'm an hour north of San Francisco. And so the weather here, like I still wear a jacket at night. Like it can be a summer night. It can be hot here in the 90s. And then at night, it cools down. Where when I grew up, I lived in the New England area. It stays hot all night. Like you can go out in a dress and you don't need any extra layer or anything. But here, even in the by the evening, you still need a jacket or a sweater. I don't go out anywhere. I can have a tank top on, but then once the sun goes down, it gets cold at night. I love that because I like sleeping in the cool. But so, and there are some places people just still need jackets and things, you know? So it could be that. Also, someone once told me like some people work and their building is like totally over air conditioned or whatever, or they work in a lab or something and they wear all year round jackets. So I don't know. Jen says videoing shoes and bags is really helpful to show the size. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Dimensions. And for shoes, the scuff's better. So, I mean, these are really good points. Lori said, are there any good garage sale apps anyone uses to find sales? I usually check on Craigslist, but I wondered if there's something better. There is. Did anyone already answer this? There's an app, and I believe it's called the Yard Sale app. Just like go to your Play Store and look. I'm old school, so I still look at Craigslist, but I think people are really putting them like on Facebook Marketplace now. But I still look at Craigslist. It works, but there are apps. Jen said it's hard to get good lighting on the videos, though. So, yeah. And Barbara says, I have a Fendi purse with no numbers or logo on the hardware. I just can't figure it out if it's real. So, like, okay. So, this is a big topic, but so there, if you are not sure and you're selling a Fendi bag, what do you think you could get for it? If it's like a few $100s, I personally think it's worth paying $20 to one of these online sites like authentication.com. You send in all the pictures, they're experts, and they'll give you a certificate if it's real, or they'll tell you that it's not. You might lose $20 if you find out it's fake. But God, it would be, you know, if I'm selling something for more than like $150, I really want to be sure. Now, I feel like I've been fortunate with everything I've sold. I've never sold Fendi. But like I had Prada pants that I listed this week. And I just to be sure, I went through and I searched how to authenticate Prada pants. And I went through all the people have pictures of the labels. They'll tell you what the font is supposed to look like. They'll tell you what the zipper pulls look like, the lining, everything. So I usually feel totally confident after that. Like, these are real. If I'm not sure, you know, and I still wanted to sell them, I would probably go through a site like that for 20 bucks. Alana said, I bring a jacket with me everywhere because of the AC, especially casinos. You hanging out at the casinos? Gail Schneider's here. Hey, Gail. Or you know your winter coat is not going to last another winter, so you're replacing it now. You guys are so smart. Oh, look at Lindsay. Thank you, Lindsay. Yard Sale Treasure Map is the app I use. Hey, babe, can you check out these yard sale apps for tomorrow? Yard Sale Treasure Map is the one Lindsay uses. He's probably just totally ignoring me. He's in the next room. Babe? Maybe he's not in there. I'll try and remember that because I think we'll go tomorrow. Jen says, it's called Yard Sale. And if you pay for it, you can set it up for estate sale versus yard sales versus church rummage sales. I would die to go to a church rummage sale. I have not been to a church rummage sale in like 10 years. They just do not have them here. I don't know why. When I grew up on the East Coast, there were church rummage sales. Fill a bag sales. Come on. I mean, I would love that. I just don't see it. Tammy McDonald's in with us. Rammy Brook Winnie Top is new to me, and the prices are all over the place. Do they resell for high? I paid $5. Rammy Brook, is that the name, Brandon? It's the Winnie Top. I don't have experience with that. In my experience, Tammy, you can do what works for you, but in my experience, I always shoot high. Like if comps are all over, I'm like, what's the most I could get for it? And that's what I put up. And if I'm on eBay, I put best offer. And if I'm on Poshmark and it doesn't sell in a timely manner, I'm going to send out a bunch of offers. So I always shoot high. I don't say, oh, well, one sold for 50 and the other one sold for 20, 10, 35. I usually shoot high, especially if I think that I can take better pictures, better description, or I have a unique size or something like that. What do you guys do about that? Lori said, oh, thanks, everyone. I'm checking the app store now and wasn't sure which one would be best. If anyone has their phone and they could Instagram me, like Lindsay, the name of that app, that'd be awesome. Okay, Malgorzada, I love your name. Fendi didn't put serial number before 1980. Okay, so there you go. It could be that. You could have more of what they call a vintage bag. Isn't it crazy that I guess 1979. Yeah, that'd be vintage. Lori says church sales are the best. Wouldn't it be fun to all meet up? Like, okay, there's going to be like an all weekend church sale in this town, and we could all meet and just like rummage sale and then get some lunch and some coffee. Like, that'd be like the best day ever. Brittany says, yes, I love the yard sale app. Okay, I am all over it. I'm going to get myself an app. Alana said, I want a church rummage sale app. I'd pay if they were going to. It's like, wouldn't you think a church sale would advertise on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or whatever? Alana said the yard sale app was good, but they no longer link to Craigslist. Okay. I just ask people, like, what we do is we go on Craigslist, we get a few places we know we want to go. And then inevitably when we're driving, we see another sign and we're like, let's stop there too. That kind of works for us. People will say, oh, I put it on Facebook, but I didn't put it on Craigslist. But, oh, God, I got some cute stuff. I got for $10, how do I describe it? It's a large piece, probably from like the 1920s is my guess. It is, I think it was probably an old drawer, Peter thinks. And it's got tons of little compartments. And it was, this woman had a huge yard sale because her mom died, her 90-year-old mom. And she used it for sewing to keep all her thread and bauble spools in. So it has like little 1 or 2 inch squares. So I hung it on the wall. It's a beautiful piece of wood. It looks gorgeous as it is. And then I'm going to fill each little, I'm starting to put all my little collected bobbly, tchotchke, little tiny, beautiful things in it. And I put it right when you walk in so everybody can look at it and touch everything. If you're interested, I will take a picture and post it on Instagram. So Beth says, I buy whatever sells. I got a needlepoint kit for $1 each at a yard sale. They sell for so much money. Ring camera games. I love that. You buy what sells. I think that's a smart model. And I have seen a video in the past. Remember Suzanne Wells? Is she still around? I've been reselling 10 years, and back 10 years ago, the only reselling YouTube channels that I was aware of was Suzanne Wells. I think Rockstar Flipper might have been up then, and Rake and Profit. Those were like the only people that had a channel that I knew. And Suzanne Wells used to make videos about things like that. And I remember she had a video about needlepoint kits and that you could sell them for good money. What are the comps on those? Now, Peter, my partner Peter, I've taught him how to sell on eBay. This is maddening. It's like, so I sell clothes, and I'm happy if I make $10 profit on something. He has all this stuff that is selling like $50, $100, all this guy stuff, like he sold a car manual from a car he had like in the 80s. I forget what he sold that for, but I want to say like $50. And he sold, how much, babe? $58. What was it? Celica 1980 something? No, okay, so he's in the garage. He's like, oh, I have this old 1983 car manual. I'm like, I bet you could sell that on eBay. He sold it in a few weeks for $58. I mean, he sold some tools. He sold all this stuff. He's making like a lot of money on that stuff. Barbara says, I love yard sales. I usually go every Saturday when the weather is good. It's good to do as a family too, you guys. Joe said, I did a video for a shoe listing, and I'm not seeing anything extra on it either. It's really quick, and I'm not sure for the extra effort and storage of the video, not worth it. Maybe for bags or other items. Yep. See, I love that you guys are getting some opinions. Hey, Amari. At the Grateful Queen, this is from Sarah Lee. I went to an estate sale, my first shopping outing since the beginning of the pandemic. They only let 5 people at a time. I'm glad you feel like you can get out there a little bit, Sarah Lee. I mean, I have been as strict as I can with all that stuff. I'm only just starting to get back out. Amari Reseller says, hiya from Charlotte. I'm a few months into the reselling game. I started selling clothing on Posh. That's awesome. And eBay about a month ago, and I'm getting 1 to 2 sales a day. Any advice? Oh my God. I have so much advice that it could be like a 5-hour show. Just for starters, watch tons of videos. There's so much information on YouTube, but anything you want to sell. Are you focusing on a certain area? Are you doing men's clothing? What kind of clothing are you doing? Learn as much as you can. Watch thrift hauls, watch unboxings, learn the brands, be consistent. 1 to 2 sales a day. I'd say list every day, share at least 2 to 3 times a day if you want to be competitive. But that's awesome. Welcome to the reselling game. It is fantastic. It is addictive. It is a great way to make money. Mommy's gone shopping. Tonya. I make jewelry, and I'm hoping to sell some on Poshmark as boutique items. So if my blue box stuff isn't sellable, I'm hoping I can reuse the pieces to make jewelry. How about Etsy? That would be the best place, in my opinion, to sell homemade jewelry. Do you know about Etsy? And the fees are like much less on Etsy. Poshmark's 20%. I think Etsy, gosh, I'm on there right now because I'm selling my reselling tools and stuff, digital downloads. It's less. It's like 10% or less. I can't remember. But I'd check out Etsy for that. Okay, friends. Alana says 1 to 2 items a day after a few months is excellent. Great point. Really good. Joe said, I just bought my first item from a YouTube haul video from Kelly Schaffner. Yin Yang Penguin. So happy you all do these videos of hauls. I sell to people pretty frequently now that watch my hauls. People just message me on Instagram, or you can always email me at thegratefulqueen@gmail.com. And I'm sending stuff out, at least a couple things a week now, and I love it because it's like I can give you guys a deal. I shop from people's hauls a lot. It's like, oh my God, I have to have that Free People embroidered dress. Give it to me before you list it. And they just send you a PayPal invoice and ship it out. It's awesome. I Let Dreams Reseller made it in. Hope selling is good. Hoping for good sales weekend. Great to see you. I'm so glad you bought something from Kelly Schaffner. I love Kelly Schaffner. And Charlene, that's I Let Dreams Reseller. She says, garage sales start in April here. Well, that's next week. I'm looking forward to flipping some hard goods. Are you going to buy or are you going to have your own yard sale? Lindsay says, Suzanne Wells still puts up YouTube videos. I love watching them to get a different perspective. Yeah, she's really different than anybody. She's really, old school and great. Jacob says, I love Suzanne Wells. I like the way she says Chicos, and I hear her saying it in my head every time. There's so much good content, friends. That's great to know. I haven't found her in so long, so I don't know what she's up to. There's so much good stuff to watch. You can learn anything you want to sell. You can put into the search, how to sell shoes on Poshmark. What are the best-selling men's brands on Poshmark? I mean, it's endless. There's so much information. I work all day and I listen to my friends' videos. I also spend just as much time listening to like inspiring, spiritual, motivational. I have just run through all my people though. I've listened to all Elizabeth Gilbert, Glennon Doyle, Brene Brown, Michelle Obama. I've just like run through. I don't have any interview. If anyone has some good, inspiring kind of lifey content like that, let me know. Kelly Shafter says, thanks, Joe. I really appreciate your support. Amari says, I kind of want to specialize in women's plus size. That would be very smart. I have women's and men's clothing right now. Kind of want to do common brands rather than hunt for big designer brands. Less stressful from my research. Absolutely. And one tip might be, have you been over to ShopGoodwill.com? That's Goodwill's website. They sell a lot of plus size lots. So you could look into that. Plus size sells great. One of the challenges is if you're out at thrift stores, in my experience, I just can't find a lot of plus size at the thrift stores. So it'd be a little challenging to like try to go in there and find enough plus size in one store. But I would try and find the other thing, Jomar Wholesale. They have plus size boxes. So that would be another place to look, Amari. Jomar, Jomar. I have a link in my description for 10% off. They sell boxes, like whole boxes of plus size. I've got them before. So that's a great way. James says, I can't wait for to why. What's that saying, James? Alana said, I always pick up plus size regardless of brands. Me too. I'm like, plus size, I'll take it. It sells fast. It sells for good money. Because think about it, if you're a plus size woman, like many of us are, and you go into the thrift store or a store, it's kind of hard to find like, any of your stores put plus size all together? I've never been in a thrift store that does. So it's like you'd have to flip and flip hoping to find some plus size stuff. It might be hard. So you'd also be doing a really great service to men and women that want to. Oh, it's Evolving Always. When did you pop in? Oh, you sweet thing. Thank you for that super chat. I really appreciate it. It makes my life so much better. Hello, Awesome Quemby. I was tied up today stopping by to say hello to one of my favorite people. You were one of my favorite people. One of my favorite. Did you guys go over there last week to Evolving Always Productions on YouTube and Instagram? Super inspiring woman. Let me just tell you, just so inspiring, so motivating. Such a good interview. She does interviews on YouTube. She interviewed me. The best interview. So definitely check her out. Amazing person, has a lot to offer. We're going to see a lot from her. She's going to grow fast at Evolving Always. So if you're not, take out your phone, search Evolving Always Productions on YouTube and Insta, and make sure you're following because you don't want to miss out. But Betsable plus size does great. It does. Like Torrid, Lane Bryant, but I think it's true, like regardless of brand, like it just sells. So that's a great way to go. Dusty Leather and Lace. Hey, y'all. Great to see ya. Glad you came in. Deborah said, my thrift stores are organized by category, size, and color. Whoa. I make a beeline for the plus size. I don't think I've ever been in one thrift store that has a plus size like section. And if they try and do it by size, it always get messed up. I have been to a Salvation Army where I live where they do it by color. So I have seen that, but I've never seen it organized necessarily. Barbara said, my Goodwill does have a plus size section. I need to look. Oh, yeah. But from Jomar Wholesale, I bought a plus size box, and it was catalog brands like Woman Within and all the Romans. I got it super cheap too. And that stuff's been selling. It sells more in the like $15 to $24 range for pants and jeans and stuff like that. But I think I got it for like $2 or $3 an item. So I was fine with that. Mo said, when I run across anything ski pants, overall jackets, I buy it. It sells well. Yeah, because people need that. Beth said, we have a plus size section too. What the heck? You guys all have plus size sections. Charlene said, I'm going to buy hard goods to flip at garage sales. Oh, you're going to buy the hard goods at the garage sales to sell online. Not planning to have garage sales. Too much work. Been there, done that. Yeah, it is. It is a lot of work, isn't it? Tonya says, I've thought about Etsy, but I only have a few hours a week to craft. I don't think I would have enough to fill a whole store. Just a few pieces here and there. I hear that. Yeah, that makes sense. I just have 3 items in my store. You know what's selling great for me on Etsy is I have another channel called The Grateful Therapist because I'm a reseller, but I'm also a psychotherapist. That channel is just kind of growing. I like set it and forget it. I think people are really hungry for the mental health content. I never even go over there and it's just growing. But I made some of my products available like teen question cards, questions I ask teens, parent therapy, grief therapy. And that stuff has sold so well. So if you have any skills around making any kind of digital product, like a PDF that someone can download, there is a lot of money in that. Like if you know how to make anything, any kind of chart, any kind of card, planner pages, inspiring quotes that people can purchase, immediately download the PDF and print it home, there's a lot of money in that. I'm just saying. I'm going to look more into it. The thing that's amazing, you guys, is you make the digital download one time and then people buy it. You don't have to ship it to them. You don't have to store it. So it could be an adjunct to your business to sell digital products that you make yourself on Etsy. It's amazing. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm just learning, but I've sold 30 digital downloads for $5 each on Etsy on my therapy, Etsy, the Grateful Therapist store. I haven't really pushed. I made some reselling downloads too, just the stuff I use, like my reselling tracking list, my reselling everyday to-do list. And they're over there on my Etsy. It's linked in my description. But if any of you guys are looking for another little side hustle that's kind of easy and really different, check out digital downloads on Etsy. Let's see. We have a few more minutes. Oh, gosh. No, we don't. All right. Listen, my friends who I love so much, I'm so glad you're here. But it's been an hour. So I got to go help my boys make dinner. I'm so glad you were here. If you want a little more Quemby time, I put out a couple videos this week. One with Kelly Schaffner on unboxing and one other one. Go over there and watch those. I would love to continue talking with you in the comments on YouTube. I'm here every Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, so make sure you join me. The video that's coming out for me on Sunday is the brands that are selling best for me right now on eBay and Poshmark, like the brands that are consistently selling and we can all find regularly. I made a video about it. That'll be on Sunday. And on Monday night is going to be my vlog all about the reseller listing challenge, where I'm going to take you kind of behind the scenes, how I photograph, what I'm trying to list, all that stuff. So I'm so glad we got to spend this time together, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.